Most business websites have the same problem. They have pages that explain what the company does, they list a few benefits, they add a contact button, and everybody wonders why the page doesn't rank, why visitors do not convert, or why AI search tools never seem to mention the company. The issue is usually not missing keywords or FAQs, and it is definitely not one magic AI optimization trick. The real issue is that the page gives information, but it doesn't give enough proof. Proof for Google in the form of clear services, location, structured content, and supporting details that help it understand when your page should appear. Also, proof for the buyer through concrete examples, outcomes, reviews, case studies, and explanations that show your company can actually deliver. And now proof for AI systems, which need clear, specific, and verifiable information before they can connect your business to an answer or recommendation. That changes how your most important web pages need to work. Your homepage, service page, location page, industry page, case studies, and comparison pages all have different jobs, but the best ones do the same three things. First, they help search engines understand what the page is about. Second, they help buyers decide whether your company deserves their attention. Third, they give AI search tools specific information they can extract, summarize, and connect to your business. That is why the old website page formula does not go far enough anymore. The old formula was mostly a headline, a few benefits, a block of copy, and a contact button. The new formula has to work harder. It has to explain the purpose of the page. It has to qualify the right type of buyer. It has to demonstrate real capability, and it has to support the claims the business makes. Because the page is no longer just a page anymore. It's a trust document. Here's the change most businesses that rely on organic search to acquire customers seem to overlook. AI search does not turn website optimization into a completely separate discipline. It raises the standard for what a page has to prove. Google still needs to crawl, index, and understand the page. Buyers still need to feel like the company understands their problem. But AI search adds another layer. It needs information that it can be extracted, summarized, compared, and connected to a specific recommendation. That is where many web pages fall apart. They say things like, we provide reliable IT support, we help businesses grow, we offer customized solution. Those statements sound fine to a human for about 2 seconds, but they do not tell Google very much. They do not tell the buyer what makes the company different, and they do not give AI systems much useful material to cite. Now, a stronger page does the opposite. A service page names the exact service and who it is for. A location page explains what you do in that specific area and why that location matters. An industry page shows that you understand the problem of that market. A case study explains the starting problem, the work, and the outcome. A comparison page helps buyers understand trade-offs instead of pretending every option is the same. That is why the new formula is so important. A page that only says what you do is easy to ignore, but a page that explains what you do, who it helps, how it works, and why you can be trusted becomes much easier to rank, much easier to convert, and much easier for AI systems to understand. Now, there is no guarantee that any page will get cited by AI, but there is a clear difference between a page that gives search systems and buyers something specific to work with and a page that sounds like it could belong to any company in the industry. Most weak website pages do not fail because they are badly written. They fail because they are too vague to be useful. The formula starts with the purpose of the page, not the design. The first thing your page has to do is remove confusion. A strong lead generation page should make 6 things clear almost immediately. What is the page about? Who it is for? What problem, question, or intent does it address? What does your company offer or explain? Why should someone believe you? And what the visitor should do next. A weak version says, we provide managed IT services for growing businesses. But a stronger version says, managed IT support for healthcare practices that need faster response times, stronger security, and fewer disruptions during clinic hours. That second version gives Google more context, and it gives buyers a claim to self-identify with and a reason to keep reading. Additionally, it gives AI systems a more specific connection between the service, the audience, the problem, and the business. And then the page needs proof. Not vague proof, not things like trusted by businesses across the region, specific proof. Show the types of clients you serve, show the problems you usually solve, show what your process looks like, show examples of outcomes even if they are simple. For example, a home services page should not only say, "We offer reliable HVAC repair." It should explain common issues you fix, the neighborhoods you serve, what happens when someone books a visit, what customers can expect, and what makes your technicians qualified. Now, that is not extra context for the sake of length. That's information that potential buyers use to decide. And it is the information search systems use to understand whether the page deserves visibility. The formula is simple. 1, a clear purpose. For example, a homepage should immediately show what the company does and who it serves, not just a vague tagline. 2, a clear audience. A service page should make it obvious whether it is for small businesses, enterprise teams, healthcare providers, or another specific group. 3, a clear problem or intent. A location page might address something like IT support for businesses in Austin that need faster on-site response times. 4, a clear offer or answer. An industry page should explain exactly what services or solutions are available for that market, not just general capabilities. 5, clear proof. A case study or service page should include real examples, outcomes, testimonials, or specific situations that show the work has been done before. And lastly, a clear next step. A comparison page might guide the visitor to request a quote, book a consultation, or download a guide depending where they are in the decision process. When one of those pieces is missing, the page becomes weaker. When all 6 work together, the page becomes much easier to rank, much easier to trust, and much easier to recommend. Now, this does not mean that every website needs to become a giant essay. A better page is not longer by default. It is clearer by design. Think about the page in blocks. The headline should make the page's purpose obvious. The opening section should connect to the buyer's problem or intent. The body should explain the service, location, industry, case study, or comparison clearly. The proof should show examples, reviews, certifications, case studies, before and after details, or specific client situations. The FAQ section should answer the questions buyers actually ask before they contact you. The CTA should match the decision stage. Not every visitor is ready to book a call. Some need a quote, some need an assessment, some need to compare options, and some need to understand whether the service is even right for them. Internal links should connect the page to relevant services, case studies, locations, industries, and resources. That helps visitors keep moving. It also allows search engines to understand how the page fits into the wider website. But structure does not fix a vague website page. It supports a clearer page. The real work is still the page itself. You need a clear service, a clear buyer, clear proof, a clear next step. That is the foundation. AI search did not suddenly make web pages important. It just made weaker pages harder to hide. And for years, many companies could get by with pages that said what they offered, added a few benefits, and asked people to get in touch. Even if those pages were never great in the first place, they were just good enough when the buyer had fewer ways to compare options. And now the standard is higher. People compare faster, Google has more signals to evaluate, and AI search systems need clearer reasons before they can mention one company instead of another. So if you're looking at your own website right now, this is a moment to take a step back and ask a simple question. Are these pages actually helping someone choose us? Or are they just describing what we do? Because the difference is what determines whether your pages get ignored or actually drive results. And if you want help turning your web pages into something that builds trust and gets you chosen, that's exactly what we do at Pronto. Get in touch with us using the link in the description. And if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. We publish WordPress and SEO videos every week.